Man, man, oh man. I was walking around just now. It's the funniest story. I was laying down some pretty solid knowledge, um, and for some reason I thought I had hit the record button, but I never did. I never hit the record button on my gimbal, so it never recorded anything I was talking about before right now. Like I was going on for like 5 minutes about how I was tired this morning. I didn't feel like coming to work. I just had one of those vibes where I was like, I don't want to do nothing right now. And boy, was that a slap in the face for me being so negative because I never pushed the record button. Wow. It's like God did not want me to put that negative energy out into the world. Instead, He's like, nah, if you're going to talk, you're going to talk positive. You're only going to put the positive out there. I'm like, okay, I guess God did not want me to say what I was saying. We're going to be positive. We're going to only speak good energy. But, anyways, right now I am, you're wondering why it looks like the camera is moving a little bit. That's because I'm finally using a different setup, a setup that I can, get used to. Right now I'm using my iPhone 16 Pro Max with, of course, my Rode microphones sitting on my DJI Osmo Mobile 6. Um, I haven't used it that much because I usually use it on the iPhone 14 Pro Max and I have a case on this phone. So it brings a lot of weight to the motors on top and it's hard to balance the phone. And plus my iPhone 14 Pro Max, like the biggest thing is it rings all the time. Like it's like I've been recording just for a minute maybe and I've already gotten messages. When I was recording my last video, like before shooting this part, but because God didn't want me to put that other energy out, my phone was going off like crazy. I got a phone call, like that was just on this phone. Like on the 16 Pro Max, I do get messages and stuff, but it's more, controlled because only the people that like personally know me on the wrestling podcast have this number. No one has my personal number from the podcast, and I'm trying to keep it that way. No one will ever have it. Um, Maybe one day I'll put the number on YouTube, and maybe y'all can contact me and all that because you know shockingly I get a lot of messages like comments about people being appreciative of me doing what I do on this channel, and it's all appreciated. All the positive feedback. That's why I keep doing what I do, but it's all good. One day I'll probably share my number. Maybe y'all can chat with me about your personal journeys and all that, and we can talk God and talk the Bible and all that. That would be something I would like to do, but further down the road, not right now, because last thing I need to do is put my personal info out there for people to message me. But you can always email me. I think my email might be on TikTok, on YouTube here somewhere. If it ain't, I'll probably post it. I don't know yet, but you can just know you can always message me or something once I start posting my information, and we can chit chat. But that's about it one day. But anyways, back to my setup. So yeah, I decided to start using the iPhone 16 Pro Max because um, it does have a better quality of camera, in my opinion. I have the 14 Pro Max. There's nothing wrong with it. I still love my 14 Pro Max. It's just that I was comparing them yesterday, the two phones, like both visuals side by side on a similar shot, and I was like, wow, the 16 Pro Max does look a lot better when it comes to vlogging and all that. And plus I've been using the front-facing cameras on both phones. I really haven't had a chance to use the back cameras, but since I have the gimbal, I can just lock it onto my face and that's why it's following me everywhere I go. So I can just log it onto my face and then, vlog, because I won't have to worry about me being too low or too high. It's like just right. And then if it's not, I can always edit. I can zoom in and edit everything and all that, which is fairly simple. but but yeah, the setup I'm using, I'll probably put it around here somewhere. It's very simple. It's nothing too crazy. Obviously, you know, I don't, people are probably like, how much does an Osmo gimbal cost, or what's the entire setup? And, I'll get into that one in another video, but I'll just post a video around here somewhere, like I said, that way y'all can see what it looks like. But, let's go back to the beginning of the video. Like, I was talking about how I woke up this morning, didn't feel like coming to work. I got here, got an extra pep in my step, just doing all kinds of stuff, like getting ready for the day. Customer called me to help him get his info from another carrier. That way he can transfer over. And, that's what I did this morning. I'm not going to show you his info, but that's what I worked on this morning. Should be expecting him any minute now to, that way we can finalize this and, get him a phone out today, because that's one thing about me. I'm not a typical sales guy. I'm not always looking for a quick buck. I'm usually one of those guys, like, I'm going to try to help people and really try to get them, what they need, versus like give them what they actually need, not what they kind of like want. Like, I know a lot of people out there just like come in, they're like, I want an iPhone, but I want, I don't got a lot of money. I'm like, honestly, bro, that's not going to happen. But we'll get you a decent phone that will get the job done. Because what I'll do is I'll ask questions, like, what kind of phone do you got now? And they'll tell me. I'm like, oh man, this phone right here, it's not the best phone that we got, but it's way better than what you got now. And most people walk away happy, because they're like, okay, you didn't try to sell me something I didn't need and this and that. You sold me what I needed. You didn't sell me just a bunch of crap. And, I get a lot of return customers. I get a lot of referrals that way, because, I'm an honest person. I try to be, especially in sales. Because, in this business that I'm in, it's not always about like how much you can get out of people and this and that. It's like what you can do to help. It's like, for me, what can I do to help them? That way they can bring people to me to help me help them, I guess in a way it's like there's something in it for me to be nice and honest and straightforward with people. I don't try to, beat around the bush, I guess, and waste my time or waste their time. And I'm not trying to make like a lot of money out of them. It's like, these are people at the end of the day. They work hard for their money and they just need something simple. They just need a phone. And, I've been around salespeople that have tried to oversell and try to overdo it and kind of rip people off. And I'm like, oh, that's not me. I can't do that. You don't know what people go through to get their money. But, that's just something I do for people. And, I guess that's a positive message for me to say today, because, like I said, I woke up and I was not in the best of moods. I was not, ready for the day. None of that. And, I thought I pushed record on the first recording I was trying to do, and obviously I didn't. And I guess that was God telling me, today you're not going to do that. You are not going to put nothing negative out into the world. You are a positive person, and you are only going to put positivity out there. And it's funny how he does that. He knows what I needed to do today was not send out a negative message. What I needed to do was send out a message I've been doing, talking about how the grace of, like, God's grace and his love and everything that I'm doing to be a better person, a better man of God. And it's funny, I'm talking about what people need when it comes to phones, and what God knows what I need is to stay in that positive mindset. Don't let that negative in your mind. Don't let it into your heart. Don't let the enemy try to bring you down. Don't let them, win on any day, on any moment, If you're trying to be a man of God and a true servant of God, then you're going to only speak the positive into the world. You're only going to spread the message that God wants to be spread. And, I'm kind of glad that happened, that I did not get to record that first part of the video. I'm glad that something prevented me from doing it, and you're getting this. I talked about my gimbal, I talked about the sales, I talked about the positivity that needs to be spread. So I think this video is a pretty good video for today. Like I said, I will most likely, be doing more videos with this setup because I'm actually liking it. I'm feeling it, It's not too crazy. I'm transitioning over with the hands. Walking around, because when I'm walking around with my other setup, I don't know if the camera is locked in on me, and sometimes my hand will drop down and it looks weird to me. Right now I'm just kind of walking around, making sure the phones are on, because sometimes I get here and I just put them on there and I forget to turn them on. But, hopefully y'all like this video. Hopefully this video is what y'all needed to hear today. As we go through life, stuff's going to happen, but we got to remember, we got to keep that positive mindset. We got to make sure that God's love is really within our hearts and we don't let the enemy or anything get to us and bring us down. So that's all I got for the video today, guys. Hopefully y'all liked it. Please hit that like and subscribe button at the bottom to continue to support the channel. Tongue twisted. But until next time, guys, y'all stay safe. God bless and peace.